Hello everybody and welcome. Thank you for watching this short video with our call for papers for our edited book collection on innovation in language learning and teaching, the case of Vietnam, Laos and Cambodia. My name is Hayo Reinders, and together with my two lovely co-editors we are issuing this call for papers for what will be the sixth book of its kind in a larger book series that I edit for Palgrave Macmillan called New Language Learning and Teaching Environments. And within that larger series, we have a number of books that focus specifically on innovation in a particular region or a specific country. Previous titles include books on Thailand, Japan, China, the Middle East and North Africa, and next year we will have a book coming out on the Caribbean. And now it is obviously finally time for us to direct our attention to your region, where of course a lot of change has been happening and a lot of interesting and promising developments are taking place. And the purpose for this brief video is to give you a little bit of background to the nature of this project and the types of contributions that we would like to request. And I guess a good starting point is to clarify what we mean by innovation. Perhaps even better to start by explaining what we don't necessarily mean by it, which is only large-scale, university-led, research-oriented, technology-driven projects. On the contrary, we believe that innovation takes place in all aspects of language education, in small classrooms, in large universities, in primary, secondary, tertiary, private and corporate education, and that it's not always about a new technology or an expensive new product, but that often innovative new ideas can make a significant impact on learners and teachers. And it's those types of projects, some of which may be very small, some of which may be very large, that we are keen to hear about. The second point to make, if you are considering contributing something, is that we are, you could say, almost more interested in the process of the innovation than the product. And by this we mean that readers who come to books in this series, well, they may be primarily interested in the region, but they may also be readers from around the world whose primary interest is in understanding how new ideas emerge and how individual teachers or teams of academics, how they identify that there is a problem, an issue, or perhaps an opportunity for improvement in the first place. Where do these ideas come from? And in the next stage, how then are some ideas taken forward and developed, whereas others do not? And so we want to hear from you, for example, in the process of developing a new project or new materials or a new teaching methodology or a new technology, some of the issues and challenges that you had to deal with throughout your journey, and how you resolved them, or in some cases how perhaps you were unable to resolve them. We don't only necessarily want to hear about success stories, we can also learn a lot about cases and situations where things did not go as anticipated, as hoped. And so we want to hear, for example, how you were able to bring other people, maybe colleagues, maybe researchers, maybe administrative staff, people working for ministries, how you got people excited about your project, how you brought them on board, and the roles that each of these different groups played. The primary research element of these papers is not so much a formal research project, but is the evaluation aspect of the project. So how do you know whether your idea, your new development, that it worked in the way that you had hoped it would? So we want to learn a little bit about how you evaluated the success or otherwise of your project, and perhaps most importantly, and in the concluding part, learn your ideas for how others can build on the experiences that you have had. What is your advice for other people in similar situations, other teachers, to make their ideas come true and to make their projects more successful? What is the best practice, the best piece of advice that you would like to pass on? I hope this has given you a little bit of background. If you have any questions, or if you have a potential contribution and you're not sure if it might suit the collection, please feel free to reach out to any of us. We're very happy to discuss initial ideas, and also, of course, to have a look at any materials or abstracts that you might have, to let you know if this might be a good fit. We look forward to hearing from you, and for this to become a valuable asset and resource for practitioners, teachers, policymakers, academics, researchers in the region and beyond in the future. And thank you very much for watching, and we look forward to hearing from you soon.